Hello and welcome to the Foxcatcher AFL show. My name's Julian Vallance, joined as always by Bernie Vince. Bernie, let's get into Friday night qualifying final. It's Geelong versus Brisbane. Sets up to be a belter. The Lions got them obviously in the prelim, same venue last year. Prices suggest it might not be the same result, but I reckon it's just really interesting, this game at the MCG. Yeah. The Cats qualify in such good positions. You know why? They play so many games at their other venue, the GMHBA, where they sort of have market expectation sitting at 80% plus. Here it drops to 68%, and they play a team called the Lions, who are 3-0 this year and have a pretty good market expectation as well. It just makes it a different playing field. Yeah,
it does. But both teams don't hold any fears. Have a look at those records, 4-1. Brisbane in particular have been so good on the road this year, and 3-0 at the MCG. They won a couple of big finals last year, obviously, at the MCG. It now holds no fears for them whatsoever. So that's why I'm confident Brisbane can get this done in an upset. I think that market should be a little bit tighter in my book. So a bit of value there for Brisbane if you're looking at that.
Interesting points from you, Bernie. Also, the fact is, against the top 8, they're 9-4. They've got the best record in the comp of this top 8 teams that we're going to see in September action. Cats sit at 6-5. So very good, I think, or 5-4, I think that is, for the Lions, but for the Cats. Let's get to the numbers that matter, because this is really important here. Two high-scoring teams, and we saw this in the prelim last year where they got to 180, so I think we can use that as a bit of a reference point, because a lot of these other recent games have been on the wet. MCG average at night, though, sits at 153. The total point line sits at 169.5. I know you're with the Lions a little bit. What about total point line and how this game sort of evolves?
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from total point line in this. There's a few things that point either way, which when I'm thinking about that, I like to pull back on that. But Brisbane, number 2 disposals for the season. So think about that in your SGMs. Number 1 the last 5 weeks as well. So plenty of options there if you're going to go down that path.
Yeah, Cats love giving up the footy, and the Lions really do take a hold of that. I will say the Cats, equal fewest players used in the last 5 weeks, 26. The Lions have used the most with 33. Let's get to GWS versus Hawthorn. Again, this sets up to be an absolute fantastic game. Again, teams against the top 8, but also Giants at NG, 7-1. This is why they're the price they are right now, is because they're playing at home. They both have OK records, in particular GWS, but Hawthorn against the top 8, 3-7.
Yeah.
That's got to worry him, I think.
Certainly got to worry you, 3-7. That record, 7-1 at home too, that's too good for me. Even though Hawthorn, I reckon they finished the season really well. They challenged some teams. They nearly beat Adelaide in Adelaide and finished off really well, beat Collingwood as well. So, yeah, it's a tough one to pick, but you can't go past the Giants at home. The home records of all finals are really interesting, I reckon. And, again, another strong one leaning towards the Giants' way.
That's why it's so important, obviously, to finish top 4, but obviously top 6 as well to get that home final in the first week. We'll say, as you spoke about the Hawks being good recently, last 5 weeks, equal healthiest in the comp with 26. That could be help. Numbers that matter. How does this game evolve? I think this becomes a high-scoring game. 169.5. I want to be on the overs here, but I will say the Hawks have become a high disposal team, especially in the last 5 weeks, Bernie.
Yeah, number 2 in the comp the last 5 weeks. Number 4 for the season, so consistently flick it around for a long period of time. So remember that in your SGMs.
Absolutely. Let's get to the third final, and by no means the least, because I think you look at this and go, oh, it's the weakest, but I think this is the most fascinating. Fremantle versus Gold Coast for their first ever finals appearance. And again, Freo at Optus, this is an outstanding record. 10-3. This puts them in a perfect position. Also knowing that the Gold Coast struggle to travel. They're 0-4 against the top 8 teams on the road, the Gold Coast. And they're also 2-2 since 2023. They've only played Freo once at Optus Stadium. They lost to West Coast in that period as well. So this is a worry for them.
Yeah, Freo 6-3 as well against fellow top 8 teams. So, again, the home ground advantage here is just too much for me. Can't go past Fremantle. Gold Coast in their first final, just not ticking enough boxes at the moment. Couldn't get over the hurdle of Port Adelaide in Adelaide just 2 weeks ago. So no confidence in them being able to take it up to Fremantle. Fremantle for me.
Recent games, very low. They had one at Norwood, which was a high-scoring game, but that was gather round, so we take that out of the sample size. Average at Optus Stadium for Freo sits at 160, up to 25 mils of rain predicted. The total point line was 169.5. It's now 164.5. If you're having a bet, please make sure it's a sharp one, and that sharp one is to be on the unders. See ya.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.